70 feet of truck, a parking spot 8 inches wider than your trailer, a dozen drivers watching from their cabs, and you have to put it in there, backwards, using only your mirrors. Welcome to the hardest skill in trucking. Not the mountains, not the ice, not the traffic. Backing up. Ask any driver alive. This is the one that makes grown men sweat. It's the reason rookies wash out. It's the reason old hands still take a breath before a tight dock. And once I show you why it's so hard, you'll never watch a truck back into a dock the same way again. Here's the problem, in one sentence. A trailer steers backwards. When you back up a car, the car goes where you point it. When you back up a trailer, it does the opposite. Turn the wheel left, the back of the trailer swings right. Turn right, it swings left. Everything your brain learned in 30 years of driving a car is exactly wrong. And it gets better. The trailer doesn't just go the wrong way, it keeps going. Once that trailer starts to swing, it builds on itself, like pushing a rope, like balancing a broom upside down on your hand. You're not steering a vehicle. You're steering a hinge that wants to fold. Get it a little wrong and 70 feet of steel starts folding into a jackknife in somebody's parking lot at walking speed with an audience. And here's the part most folks never think about. You can't see anything. There's no rear window in a semi. None. That trailer behind you is a wall. Everything happens in 2 mirrors, flat glass, and a little convex spot. That's your whole world backing up. And one whole side of the truck, you can't see at all. We call it the blind side. Back toward your driver's side, and you can watch the trailer the whole way. Back toward the passenger side, and you're threading a needle by memory and faith. Every driver alive will tell you the same thing. Set yourself up so you back to the sight side. A blind side back is the last resort. It's the one that puts scratches on trailers and gray hairs on drivers. So how do the pros actually do it? Rule number 1, and this surprises everybody. The backing is won before the truck ever goes backwards. We call it the setup. Watch an old hand come into a truck stop. He doesn't rush at the hole. He rolls past it slow, sizing it up, and puts his tractor and trailer at just the right angle before he ever touches reverse. A good setup makes the back easy. A bad setup makes it impossible. Rookies try to fix a bad setup with steering. Veterans just pull forward and start over. Which brings me to rule number 2. Pull-ups are free. Nobody ever tore up a fender by taking one more pull-up. Take 5. Take 10. Nobody who matters is counting. The only score that counts is, did you touch anything? Rule number 3 is the most famous rule in trucking. 4 letters. GOAL, get out and look. Not sure what's behind you? Stop. Climb down. Walk back. Look. Then climb back up and continue. Sounds simple. Saves millions of dollars a year, because the number one cause of backing accidents is a driver who was pretty sure there was nothing there. Pretty sure has bent more bumpers than ice ever did. I climbed down 1,000 times in my career. Felt silly about half of them. The other half, there was something back there. A pole, a bollard. Once a little sports car, parked in my blind spot like a landmine. Get out and look. Every time. Forever. Now, the technique itself. 50 years, and here's the whole secret in 3 sentences. Small inputs, a quarter turn of the wheel, not a full crank. Go slow, idle speed, feet barely touching the pedals, and chase the trailer. Watch which way the back of it drifts in your mirror and steer toward the problem to cancel it out. The old-timers say it best. You back a trailer with your eyes, not your hands. Slow is smooth, and smooth is fast. The rookie who rushes takes 4 tries and a sweat-soaked shirt. The old hand who crawls puts it in the hole once, first try. So slow it looks like nothing's happening. That nothing is mastery. And then there's the part they don't teach in school, the audience. Because you never ever back up alone. Every cab around that hole has a driver in it, and they're all watching. There's even commentary on the CB if you botch it. I've seen rookies circle a truck stop for an hour, looking for a pull-through spot just to avoid backing in front of the row. Every driver alive has felt that heat on his neck. But here's what took me years to learn. Half those watchers aren't laughing at you. They're remembering. Because every single one of them was new once. Every one of them jackknifed a practice trailer. Every one of them took 8 pull-ups in the rain while the dock foreman stared. The audience never goes away, friend. You just stop performing for them. Let me tell you about my worst one. 1980-something, Chicago. An old warehouse downtown. The dock was in an alley built for horse wagons. I mean that literally. Blind side. Brick wall on the right. Iron fire escape on the left, traffic backing up behind me on a one-way street. Horns going. Took me 11 pull-ups. 11. A guy leaned out a window and applauded when I finally hit the dock. I was soaked through my shirt in January. And you know what the old dispatcher said when I told him? No, I've carried that 50 years. 11 tries and nothing bent. Beats 1 try and a crunch. every single time. So there it is, the hardest skill in trucking, a machine that steers backwards through a world you mostly can't see, judged by an audience that's always watching, scored by one question only: did you touch anything? So the next time you're waiting behind a truck, while it takes 3 pull-ups into a tight dock, do me a favor, don't honk. You're not watching somebody hold up traffic. You're watching somebody thread 70 feet of steel through a needle, backwards, blind. It's the hardest thing we do. And when it's done right, it's the closest thing to art you'll ever see in a parking lot. If you want more looks at the hidden skill behind everyday driving, subscribe to the channel.